Hey guys, what's up? Russ here. So, I wasn't going to do another video until 2026, but a few days ago over on Instagram I did a Q&A and somebody asked if I could show my Marvel and DC crossover comics, and I was going to hold off on that, but I figured that is a great way to end 2025 showing one of my favorite comic book series. So today I'm going to do a showcase with all my Marvel and DC crossovers. Let's get this thing started. Now, one of my main collecting goals going into 2026 is to finish collecting all the Marvel and DC crossovers. Just like some Pokemon, I gotta catch them all, dude. But I'm gonna kick this off with one of my all-time favorites. This is a book that I finally added to my collection a couple years ago at Heroes Con, and I believe this is the first Marvel and DC crossover. The Superman vs. Amazing Spider-Man Treasury. And man, I'm still so hyped to have this in my collection. There is another Superman and Spider-Man crossover. I believe that one has Dr. Doom on the cover, and there is a Incredible Hulk vs. Batman Treasury as well. Definitely need to get those in my collection. I don't have them yet. But let me show you the back cover on this thing before I move on. Had to slide out the backing board, but check it out. Absolutely love this image right here. Wouldn't mind getting an art print or a poster of that to put up on my wall somewhere. That's so cool, dude. Next up, we have another great book in the crossover series, and this one was actually sent to me by a friend of mine, Simple Simon from Australia, and it is the X-Men vs. Teen Titans. Absolutely love this book. It was a blast to read. And this one is another one with a great back cover as well. This is a wraparound, so I've got to slide the backing board out and show that right quick. Awesome image of Darkseid on the back of this, and the Titans running with Colossus. Such a great crossover, man. Highly recommend reading this one if you haven't. Next up, we have Green Lantern and Silver Surfer. Now, there's a few more crossovers in this style I still need to get as well. I believe there's a Superman Incredible Hulk crossover in this style. And I'm not sure if it's the exact style, but I know there's a Batman vs. Punisher as well that I still need to pick up. Here we have Batman and Captain America. And another all-time favorite cover of mine, we have Avengers JLA issue 4 of 4. This is another set I still need to complete. I don't have issues 1, 2, or 3 of this set, so I need to grab those at some point next year. Well, I guess, yeah, next year, because I'm doing this on Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve, bro. Get your holidays right. And next up, we're going into the Amalgam set. I do have the complete Amalgam set, except for, I think, the Access issues. This blew my mind when I saw it on the shelf. I started collecting in '93, and I believe this book came out in, I can't remember if it was 1996 or 1997. I don't see a date on it, but it was either 96 or 97, I believe, when this came out. And at the time, I didn't have access to internet. I didn't know comic news. I just went to a little gas station and picked up my comic books because we didn't even have a comic shop in my town. And I saw this on the shelf, and I had no idea that previous to this, that Marvel and DC had done crossovers before. So it absolutely blew my mind, and I had to have it. DC vs. Marvel, issue 1 of 4. Now, these aren't the original books I had when I was a kid. I got lucky and found this whole set on eBay, either in 2017 or 2018 for like $20 or $30 or something crazy. Got issue 2 in that series. But yeah, at the time I had no idea this had ever happened before because I was still young and collecting and didn't have any way to get comic news. Got issue 3. Awesome image here with Superman fighting the Hulk. We got Superboy and Spider-Man back there as well. And that is the Ben Reilly version of Spider-Man during this era. We got issue 4. And now we're going into all 24 one-shots that they did. Magneto versus the Magnetic Men. So yeah, hopefully in 2026 I can X-Patrol, I can finish the Marvel and DC crossovers. I know there's still a lot to get. Those treasuries will probably be the hardest for me to accomplish. But once I get those, the rest of them shouldn't be too bad. Lobo the Duck. Got Super Soldier Man of War. I know they recently did a Batman Deadpool crossover. I'm not really a big Deadpool fan at all. I liked the original comics back in the day, but I was never a fan of the movies. So I'm not sure if I'm going to include that. I might try to get it if it's not like stupid expensive or something. I might try to get that Deadpool versus Batman as well, just to kind of cap out the collection if I'm able to get the other Marvel and DC crossovers on my list first. Yeah, Doctor Strange Fate. Such a cool amalgam of a character here. Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate. Magneto and the Magnetic Men. Got some X-Patrol, or exciting X-Patrol rather. Here we got Bat Thing. Another one of my favorites here. We got Super Soldier. Captain America might be my favorite Marvel character, and Superman is obviously my favorite DC character. So to have like my two favorites cross over there, that's pretty cool. We've got Assassins. We've got Thorian and the New Gods. Got Orion and Thor there. Sorry for the weird cut there, I had to sneeze. We got JLX Unleashed. Now that Marvel and DC have done another crossover, I really wish that they would get somebody to do a license like McFarlane and do Marvel DC figures, amalgam figures. That would be incredible to see. I doubt it'll ever happen, but man, I would buy the crap out of some amalgam figures if they ever made them. Here we got Spider-Boy Team Up with the Legion. This was another one of my favorites, man. The Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider suit and the Superboy costume were two of my favorites back in the day. And when they did the amalgam together, such a banger of a costume, dude. Absolutely love that. Here we got Dark Claw Adventures. This was like the animated series take on it. And I really feel like they missed the ball by not mixing Wolverine with Lobo. I thought it was a bit odd that they chose Batman to do the amalgam of Wolverine with, but it turned out really cool, man. I still would have loved to have seen Wolverine and Lobo though. We got Generation Hex. Here's another absolutely great one. It's Iron Lantern, Green Lantern, and Iron Man. Such a cool combo right there. I know it's essentially just Iron Man in green, but still awesome look. We've got Speed Demon. Got JLX. And here is a better look at the Spider-Boy costume with issue 1 there. That would be a great figure if they ever were able to make them. Also, if I was skinny, that would make for an awesome cosplay. We got Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. We've got the Challengers of the Fantastic, which is the Challengers of the Unknown and Fantastic Four. That was a really clever crossover, because the Challengers of the Unknown, I don't really remember who came first, if it was them or Fantastic Four. I want to say Fantastic Four was first, but I could be wrong. But they were basically the same team anyway, so really cool crossover. Here we have Amazon, which was Wonder Woman and Storm. And this essentially just looks like Storm cosplaying Wonder Woman, but I'm here for that, dude. So cool. And finally, we've got the Legends of Dark Claw. One of the best covers in the bunch, I think. And that's it. That is the last video of 2025. Man, I can't believe this year came to an end already. It feels like it flew by so fast. But here is to 2026. Been a great year for collecting, and may it bring everybody everything that they desire in the year. Happy New Year, everybody. I will see you guys. I would say next year, but that's pretty lame. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, always keep it 9,000.
What did you say his power level is? It's over 9,000!